Making a quick stop at the Auto Dream just to pay for some brake stuff because my rear caliper is literally pissing brake fluid. That's why my brake light is on. See, there's the crusty ass soaked caliper.
No, not LOWCALS.
Yeah.
Yo,
Kevin.
Something outrageous. Fuck up, get out of here.
Say it, man. So Kevin's car here, apparently the hood pins, maybe someone stole one or something, but he was driving and the hood just flew up and hit his windshield. Oh yeah. If someone took one of his pins out, man, that's a total dick move. Other than that, of course, there's sick ass cars here at the Dream. Any of you local people or nearby need work done, David's Rocket Bunny. What's up, man? Good. How much? This right here is the new shop build for Auto Dream, 32 GTR. Got an FD here on the dyno. Joe's got a message.
So Charles made a comment the other day about being OG and knowing all the Skyline stuff. I just wanted to give the real credit out to the real OG, the win from Auto Dream.
Yeah. Just picked something up. So the guys at Auto Dream were gracious enough to give me another S13 stock turbo, same one that I have right now. Just in case one goes on the long drive to Vancouver and Seattle. The one that I have right now is starting to smoke a little bit on low pressure, just on like deceleration and after boosting. So basically I'm gonna try to literally keep a spare of like pretty much half the engine with me. I'm gonna do a detailed overview of everything I'm bringing for the road trip later on in this video. But yeah, so picked up brakes, got new rotors for the rear, new caliper for the one that's leaking, new pads. So just have to get the front sorted. I'm looking at 300ZX rotors and calipers, so I'm just waiting to hear back on that. Look at these welds on these subway chairs. What the hell is that? Got the heat settings all wrong and everything. So I'm picking up 3 spare sets of wheels, the ones that I have. What's up, man? Got Kenji. Thanks, man. Thank you. What do you have to say, man?
Yo, yo, yo.
He already knows.
Yeah, man.
Something Charles suggested is like this little indent here on the bottom of the bumper. I want to plasti dip that black. I was going to paint it at first, but I want to see how it looks first. Masking took a while, but it's all done. Obviously it'd be easier if I took the diffuser off, but it's a pain in the ass to take it off. So it's ready for the first coat. Bam! So that is the finished product. I had to trim a little bit with a knife. I still have to kind of go over it. It didn't peel like perfectly, but overall I'm pretty happy with how it looks. It's the little things that matter. By the way, quick update on my brother's car. He just got these AG wheels. 3-piece ball or 18 by 10s. And he has to do a little bit of a pull, but they're already rolled. I rolled these fenders for him. But yeah, his car is looking pretty good. Yo, 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 yo. Full brake service here, front rotors, rear caliper, front rear pads. There's like literally a millimeter less in my current pads. I don't know how it's not been squeaking yet. And the rotors are pretty crusty, as you can see. So yeah. so bad. And after. Alright guys, so quick little update. Ran into an issue with the front brakes. The back brakes are all on there fine. Basically, with the whole JDM car interchangeable vehicles, I thought S14 rotors and pads would fit onto this, but the rotor ended up being too small in diameter and the pads were also too small. So I went ahead and found somebody selling a set of front 300ZX brakes, calipers and rotors. So I actually have that over here. I've been dailying this thing, Nissan Rogue. It's actually my sister's, but she's on vacation, so while this is out of commission, I've been using this. Tons of room. So yeah, 300ZX calipers, and they are 4-piston, as you can see, so 2 piston on each side, and the OEM ones here on the Spec S are just single. 300ZX calipers are actually direct bolt on to the stock mounting bracket here. These bolt holes bolts up directly to the existing ones here. The only problem is it hits the heat shield on the top and bottom. That's no big deal though. I'm just gonna trim that just with a Dremel, a small Dremel, and then I should be able to fit these. Just swap the brake line over and I should have a decent OEM brake upgrade. Here's a stock one, crusty ass single piston. I do have rotors for it also. They were drilled. They came rusty, so I'm actually getting Jesse to machine them for me because he can machine them at his work. So he's doing that right now. I'm actually gonna head over there as soon as I'm done cleaning these up. Once again, this is how it looked. I got these both decently cleaned up a little bit. At least the visible part, the major parts that I could get off. All right, so I got the caliper just kind of mocked up-ish. So now that I can see where it's hitting, I'm just gonna go ahead and trim it. There's my cut on the top and bottom. Still gonna clean it up. But as you can see now, when it's bolted up, there's a lot of room now. It doesn't hit. Yo, 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 sneak peek. So Jesse just sent me this picture. These are the rotors. So they're both in that condition, and that's after he's done machining and sanding them down a bit. So shout out to Jesse, man. He puts in work. Damn! Alright, so now that I got everything done on this end, I'm gonna go ahead to Jesse's work now and pick up the rotors. I'm the one filming at Jesse's work now. Oh, it's not that one, it's that one. Did you film the machining process?
No.
Damn, that would have been cool to see.
We aren't technically supposed to machine real rotors.
Yeah, I had a feeling. It was pretty easy though. Like,
yeah, if you take off little bits at a time, you can do it, but it just wears down the bit faster.
You only did 1/1000th of an inch, right? That's what you said?
Like, so you do like decently big brush, like 2 or 3 thou
yeah.
for the first little bit at a high speed.
Yeah.
And then once you get rid of all the like imperfections and the rust and everything, then you go back and do it really little. So I did like 1 thou, really slow speed.
Yeah.
Final cut.
Thanks for doing that. All right.
I didn't even need to use it.
Really? Was it 5 liters?
Enough left.
Sick. Yeah, and then I got to do a good old royal purple change. Yeah. Thanks, bro. I owe ya.
See you later, man.
Peace. Alright guys, finally finished bleeding and everything. Had to buy new brake fluid, but it's finally done. Looking minty. I'm about to go on a test drive and see how it feels. Take this thing for a test drive after being parked for, what was it, like 3 or 4 days? Alright, quick little update. I already did 1 test drive. The rotors were rubbing really badly on the brake shield there. I should just cut it off, but I kind of just bent it a crap load out of the way all the way around so it wouldn't rub against it anymore. And took it for another test drive and it's good. It's not making any weird noise or anything, so it does need a second bleed. They started feeling a little soft again after driving around a little bit. So I'm gonna drive it like this for a day, and then tomorrow or the day after I'm gonna go ahead and do a second bleeding, and then the brakes should be minty. So yeah, if any of you guys have a S15 or S14, S13 300ZX brakes are a good little OEM upgrade that doesn't cost too much. The front rotors and calipers for me I found locally for 200 bucks, so not a bad deal at all. Alright guys, so finally last thing I'm going to be doing is swapping the stock trunk back on. Bam! Looks so stock. Let me know what you guys think. Looks like the day I got it. It's kind of weird for me. Still not used to it because I just had the big wang for a while, but I like this look too, nice and simple. Plus, it's going to create a lot less drag on the hours of highway driving, so that's gonna help a little bit too. So damn, I'll show you guys everything that I'm bringing for the road trip. Like you guys know, it's like 10 JDM cars all driving to Vancouver, Seattle, and Portland, over 3,000 kilometers. I'm gonna try to basically keep half an engine along with me. This is probably only about like 30% of everything I'm bringing, so stay tuned for next video. I'm gonna go over every little thing that I'm gonna be bringing, any precaution for any sort of worst case scenario of what can happen. So yeah, like I said, got to do the oil change next video, and then I'll go over everything that I'm gonna be bringing for the trip. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Some of you guys may think that being a little excessive with the stuff that I'm bringing, but it's better to be safe than sorry, have your car break down and you can't do anything. Thanks for watching, guys.